Welcome to the channel, everybody. Yeah, in this video, we're going to understand what happened to the homegrown African. That is classic and hazy and gold. What made the Joe to stop making music like the way they used to do before? But without further ado, let's look at the background of how this one successful group came to be known as homegrown African. Okay, the homegrown African consisted of classic and hazy and gold. The two met in school at a junior academy in 1999. They grew up together, but the rapping started around 2009, 10 years later, and they were inspired by 50 Cent. Around 2012 or 2013, the duo started to be managed by Chira, who fueled them into the fame that we all heard about. Their fame reached the pinnacle around 2014, where they enjoyed a lot of airplays and tours around the country, the most notable one being the Coca-Cola Kupaka Life campaign, of which they toured all the universities in Malawi. Apart from that, this was also the era they released TIA, which became their most successful single. End of 2014, has released a single named Good Year. And in all lie, it was a good year for them. They couldn't conclude it much better. Despite being a good year, it also marked the year where the duo started to be falling apart slowly, and they seem not to be realizing it. At the beginning of 2015, Classic dropped a solo song, Bola Kuntazi, on his birthday. It was also the first song ever in Malawi to feature a native language, Tumbuka, and no lie, it was fire. After that, the fans understood that Haze and Classic had two different personalities. It was the homegrown African that was really bringing them together. But, as I have already said, their fame kept on increasing with the passing of time, and so was the money. So, the duo was put to the test. As the money came in, the duo focused much on partying and drinking, and their manager felt being left aside. However, still, Hayes had an idea of an album, who later on titled the album to be the Blantyre Blues, of which most of the people who really followed hip-hop in those kind of days really knew that the homegrown African were cooking something called the Blantyre Blues. But at this point, it is a point where Classic started showing that he wasn't really interested in the whole homegrown African. Classic made it clear that him and Hayes Ngola were not on the same page. Classic didn't want to be a rapper anymore. He just wanted to be an artist, just a normal artist and being a rapper and everything. He related this to his manager back in 2015, when he released Anaconda and Brand New Day in 2015. Later on, Classic became mad to the point of making threats, thus to their producer, Bengo Beats. Classic actually told Bengo Beats that he's gonna come one day to the studio and bend the whole thing and destroy the project that he started, the Blantyre Blues. He stopped coming to the studio, and after some time, I personally heard that he will start dueling and mugging. However, after some days, Classic denied this, but it's really hard to believe because it was Chira, his manager, that really posted this kind of a thing. So yeah, you know what happens in the hip-hop industry. And the whole stabbing thing, it all happened just few days to the release date of the Blantyre Blues. And with ups and downs, and with the help of Sonyezo to the album, the EP was released. A lot of things went on happening. Classic being the best hip-hop artist of the whole 2015, blah 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 and all. And now finally, in 2017, their manager, Chira, took a leave to focus on business. And their producer, Bengo Beats, retired from music and sold all of his studio equipment and bought a car to enjoy with his new girlfriend, and eventually the relationship didn't last that long. It ended and he almost lost his life with that. The Classic moved from Klokosa to Chileka, and together him and Hayes just became quiet. And people thought the group is all dead and shall never come back again. He later on went to talk about his mental health problems, how he lost two of his friends due to the same issues of the mental health stuff, and Hayes lost his grandmother, who was also his mother figure and everything. And just like that, we heard nothing from them as a duo as of now. Classic and Hazy are still releasing music independently, not as a group, but as Classic and Hayes Angola. And Hayes now on his own brand called The Conquerage. Yeah, he's a board member of Blanta FC. However, the Homegrown African page on Facebook is still being updated with things they're doing up to date. However, I don't personally know if the group shall come back or it is officially dead. What do you think? Please comment below your opinion and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Yeah, look next for another video.